Well, hello, Libra, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot card reading for October 13th through the 19th, 2025. And if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Now, just a reminder here, Libra, these are general readings which will not resonate with everyone. If you would like a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. So with that, let's just dive into the reading. And Libra, we're going to kick it off with what crystal is being suggested for you for the week. Hope everyone's doing well. We've got some really crazy weather in different parts of the country and the world for that matter. So Libra, what crystal? Let's see what we have. Ooh, we have obsidian. Some really serious protection, and I guess we'll find out why from the cards. But it concerns your roots chakra, so really trying to stay grounded this week. I'm looking to see if I have my obsidian close by, but it's black tourmaline. Yeah, it's not handy. Okay. All right, so we're going to find out why, Libra, you need this heavy-duty protection. Let's see what the tea leaf fortune cards. It probably flipped off screen, but it flipped right out. We have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, well, already we're starting to see maybe some low vibrational energies around you this week, Libra. We had another one, bird perched, waiting for news, package, a letter. You could be waiting for some information. Could come through, and another one popped out. It could be coming through, it could be mailed to you, depending on... I'm picking up for some, like it's coming in overnight, an overnight express. And we have unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So let's take a look at these. And I apologize, clearing my throat, as I feel like with all the readings I've been, getting a little bit of laryngitis here. So I do apologize. All right, so we have the flag coming out first, and all your cards flipped out, wanted to be seen, the messages needed to come through. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So, our flags fly at the top of the mast. It's very proud. It's a symbol of integrity and honor. So for this week, Libra, you could find yourself in a situation where you might be tempted to lower your high standards. So this is coming in as a warning ahead of time before the situation presents itself, to not resort to those kind of means, but always live by the high standards that have always served you in the past. So there could be someone around, or a situation presents itself and you're tempted. But there's a warning here, do not be tempted. So that's kind of like getting to you as an indication of a warning for you. Now we have bird perched. We can see that the bird is actually on a part of a tree that the buds are just starting to come out. They're just starting to blossom. And with the bird's head turned, it's like showing it's waiting or looking for something. So could be waiting for some type of news, or I'm picking up for some of you like a test result, possibly a package to come. It can be something that you ordered and you're just expecting for the arrival. Or it could be some kind of letter. And what I was seeing before is like, a FedEx overnight kind of letter where it's something extremely important that is being expedited to you. But what we don't know here if the news is good or bad per se. So we'll take a look at that. But let's talk about the unicorn here. So we're talking about, it says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So we're seeing this beautiful white unicorn with a golden horn. It's about putting your psychic powers to work. And just a reminder here, Libra, all of us are psychic to some degree. But if you don't use your psychic powers, they just fall to the wayside. So this is urging to follow your intuition in making changes that are going to be beneficial for you. So it's really about following your gut instincts. That little voice that might be saying go left instead of right, or no, get out of this situation, or when you get that gut feeling, follow that gut feeling. Now, let's see if we can get any more clarification on the bird perched here for you, Libra. What's this in regards to? Bird perched, waiting for news, package, a letter. What is this in regards to? Clarify a little bit more. Taking some kind of action. There's however it comes, whether it's a package or it's some kind of news or test results or something that's overnighted to you. The Knight of Wands is about taking immediate action. So it's news that you're waiting for so that you can follow through on some course of action. So if that resonates with you, a Libra, let me know in the comments. All right. Let's see what the tarot is bringing in. Messages and guidance for Libra, please. And I am using the Crow Tarot card deck. If you might have seen the scarecrow thumbnail with the crows. So thought I'd pull this deck out for the reading. What's coming through for Libra for the week? We have the King of Swords. And that's definitely, I see the Saturn symbol here. It's kind of like I'm getting, because of the flag, to the kind of like slow down, wait a minute, think logically, practically in regards to the flag here. So it's interesting how they have the feathers lined up. But the King of Swords is about thinking things through, thinking in a logical way, a practical way. But what I'm getting the most is the, definitely not lowering your standards. Think about it, Think things through. And we had a card flip over, and it's the Major Arcana card, Empress. If the flag, if it resonates with you in regards to like a quick fix to something, or what I'm going to say is like if it's a situation where it's too good to be true, keep that in mind. They usually are too good to be true. So it's kind of like a red flag. This should be a red flag because that's what I feel it is. Now, not to worry, because with the Major Arcana card, the Empress coming in, it's creating the right environment for you to be inspired and possibly to initiate some change. And you're going to do that through listening to what your gut instincts are telling you. And also with the King of Swords being here, this is about thinking logically and in a practical manner, maybe making up a pro and con list so that you're looking at things from all angles. I do feel that this is coming into play in regards to the news, test results, the package, or I'm picking up a very expedited piece of mail coming through, like an overnight envelope being delivered. The Empress is setting the tone for the action, especially with the Knight of Wands. That is taking immediate action once that news hits. So it's a very fertile energy with the Empress coming in for you, Libra. So it's kind of like setting up the right environment for you to begin something new. You know, and this whole week on the 13th kicks off Pluto going direct. So we're out of that retrograde. So things are going to start moving, and it's going to affect each zodiac sign kind of in a different way. But we're going to be able to move forward now. What else do we have for Libra? We have the King of Cups. You could be keeping how you feel to yourself. Two kings in the midst of the Empress. Wow. This is really like taking the lead, doing it in a practical and logical way. And now you've got the King of Cups, which is all about your feelings, your emotions, your desires. But, and look at the water. It's kind of like up and down. And we even have a fish. It's normally a fish, but boy, that looks like a shark, if you ask me. But it's jumping up out of the water. So there can be some unexpected situations you might find yourself in. Some of them you're going to have to trust your gut instincts and walk away. If it doesn't, if it's not, if your moral compass is going haywire. Now, King of Cups also can mean that you're playing your cards close to your vest. That could be for the news that you're waiting. You're not saying anything. You're not exhibiting any emotions or how you're feeling about whatever might be going on. You know, now it's kind of making sense with the obsidian crystal being suggestive for you this week to keep you grounded, centered, and balanced so that you're really trusting your gut instincts, keeping you grounded in regards to, you know, how this waiting for this news, this package, this letter, you know, to come in. And also not to be tempted to lower your standards. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy. Do I have it upside down? No, it just looks weird. Yeah. Okay. It is the Nine of Swords. This is something this week, something that you're giving a lot of thought to. The Nine of Swords can be, you know, just thinking about something or technically worrying about something that might come into play if you're having some health issues and you've got some test results coming in. Immediately, what I can tell you in regards to that, and this is for entertainment purposes only, with the test results, there's going to be immediate action having to be taken after finding out the news. So the Nine of Swords certainly can be something that's keeping you up at night. The, you know, the waiting here or possibly trying to shortcut your way. That's a warning there not to do that. But you've got the two kings here, which is predominant figures. So it's kind of like an energy. It's a guiding light. It's, you know, both of them have mastered their suit. So they're mature, they're connected, it's an energy of, you know, doing things logically and practically. And the King of Cups is about keeping your emotions in check. You know, and this can be, you know, desired results that you want. With the Empress right smack in the middle, I love that because it's kind of like setting up the perfect opportunity for you to have success is what I'm aiming for there. So let's clarify the King of Swords, see if we can get any more information. And we have the Page of Swords. So yes, there's news coming in and it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So there's definitely news coming in and it's going to be the absolute truth and you're going to move on from there. The Empress, clarify please. We have the King of Wands. Now you've got three kings here. But this is about taking the lead. This is very fiery energy. We can see the fire around the cup, something that you desire. You're either going to have maybe a Leo individual helping you out this week, Libra, in some way, shape, or form, maybe setting the tone, giving you some advice, some inspiration. Between the Empress and this Leo, this King of Wands, really guiding you through whatever it is you're dealing with this week. It can be HR and your boss at work, possibly. It can be, You know, it can be like a doctor. You know, if you're waiting for test results, that kind of news, that can be, you know, a doctor and like nurse and the people around, the support around you for getting that news. Let's see with the King of Cups. But with the overall energy this week being the Nine of Swords, it's something that's kind of weighing heavily on your mind. King of Cups, clarify. And we've got the Five of Swords. You're out to win. Whatever this is, you are out to win. You're kind of keeping your emotions to yourself, though. And I don't see you lowering your standards. I think you're maybe thinking about it, but you don't do it. And you've got the obsidian crystal that's being suggestive for you. So if you do have obsidian, carry it with you. If you have a bracelet, make sure you're wearing it. But you're finding out the truth. There's news. It can be someone around you is a disappointment to you, trying to steer you in the wrong direction. You see them for who they are. That can also be some news that's coming in as well. But with, you know, you've got three kings here. So definite support there, whether it's in the family or whether it's in the workplace. And the truth. The truth, it's getting that mental clarity. And, you know, the unicorn is here really about trusting your gut instinct, especially in regards to your integrity, your morals. And it can be all due to, you know, what you're waiting to hear, some kind of news or getting that package or getting that letter. The package could be, well, the letter can be that too, but I was going to say I'm picking up for some if you're waiting, if you're applying to a specific class, college, things of that nature, you're waiting for that to come in. And then, you know, you will take some kind of action. You're off to a new adventure, you might say. Ooh, final message just flung out. All right, Libra, the past is behind you now, so drop the fears and doubts. That's this energy here. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. So it's kind of saying let go of this energy, which is very predominant this week. The past is behind you. Drop the fears, the doubts. Feeling a bit uncomfortable, slightly anxious over what's coming next, but you're being urged to bring yourself back to the present. Recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. All right, Libra, that's the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me and sending you love and abundance. Make it a great week.